Hey y'all, welcome to Pleiadian Point of View. I'm Peyton with Peyton Energetics, and I'm a Pleiadian channel. So in today's point of view, the Pleiadians wanted to talk to us a bit about the solar energies that have been hitting the planet lately. Now, as y'all know, over the past couple of years, we have been bombarded with solar energies. You cannot jump online on social media without seeing the news alerts, weather alerts of what is happening in our space weather. In fact, most of us light workers and starseeds probably pay more attention to space weather than to actual weather. So the Pleiadians wanted to take a minute today to tell us a little bit about what's going on and what we can expect as we move forward. Now, as you know, there are two energies that have been kind of hitting us from a planetary perspective. And one of those, of course, is the solar energy. It has been off the charts recently, but we're also getting a lot of energy from the opposite side of the planet, which the guides say is what they refer to as energy from our galactic family. So we are getting showered with high vibrational energy right now, which can be a little overwhelming to our physical bodies. And a couple years ago, when we would get hit with energy of this caliber, we would have a couple of months or even a year to process and integrate it, just to give our physical bodies time to digest it. But that isn't happening anymore. We are getting hit with these energies pretty much nonstop. And so one of the reasons for this, according to the guides, is this is helping to upgrade us. They say that these solar energies are helping to bring our genetics back online. So as the guides like to talk about, we all know from our galactic history that humanity has been tampered with by many galactic races over its history. And some of the most detrimental tampering was done by the Anunnaki, who took a lot of our DNA kind of offline and really reduced us down in an effort to turn humanity into a slave race or worker bees. And this was very catastrophic to our genetics, according to our galactic family. So what is happening now as we move through the ascension process is we are undoing some of the damage that has been done to us over millennia. So one of the purposes of the energy that we are experiencing as we move through the photon belt or move deeper into it is we are being bombarded on a collective level with higher and higher vibrational energies, which are kind of forcing our ascension process. They are forcing us to raise our vibration in our physical bodies. And this, of course, is kind of a challenge for the physical body because most of our physical bodies were very used to very dense 3D energies. And being bombarded by all of this light, especially when we start going as heavily as we have been bombarded lately, it can really be a struggle for the body. The body doesn't know how to process this information. It results in all sorts of bodily weirdness. And it's just a function of us trying to process and integrate this higher vibrational energy. So that is what has led to the firestorm of discussion in the spiritual community about ascension symptoms. And all that is talking about is the different ways that this energy manifests in our physical bodies. So the guides wanted us to understand that these energies, although they can feel a little rough and bumpy, are actually a really good thing because they are helping us to upgrade our biology and bring back online some parts of ourselves that were unplugged by sources outside of our control. So what is happening is we are being upgraded. And we used to have a lot of time to get used to that, to process the energies, let our bodies catch up, but the pace is accelerating. We don't get months and years to process this energy anymore. We get hours or days. So what is happening is the pace of our growth is accelerating. So one thing that is happening as these energies hit us, and one of the purposes of them as we move through our ascension process, is that they bring to the surface anything that is not healed within us. So these energies are going to force to the surface anything you haven't processed, anything you haven't integrated, and anything you haven't healed. And there's no way around it. So the guides are encouraging us as we process and deal with these intense energies to really be on top of our healing practices, our integration practices. Because as they say, there is no hiding from these energies. If you don't process this, your stuff as it comes up, it's just going to get stronger. So this is an opportunity as we get bombarded by the solar energies, the galactic energies, to double down on your healing work. Because again, it's only going to get stronger. The guides have been saying that to us for about a year now, just to prepare us. So this is a time to focus on you, doing your inner work, and processing any density that you're still holding on to. What emotions are you still holding on to? Where are you still holding on to anger and fear? Because these energies are going to drive that to the surface. So that is the function of these energies. It is to give us a chance to release and process as much as we can before we ascend. So take advantage of these energies. I know they're not comfortable, y'all. They can beat up the physical body, but the guides also said that most of us have done enough processing of our inner traumas at this point that these energies are going to start to get easier to integrate, easier to process. They said we are going to start to see less in the way of ascension symptoms, and we're going to start moving into a phase where these energies are actually exhilarating, where they feel amazing. So instead of dreading when you get that alert on your phone that there has been another massive solar flare, we're going to be super excited because we know it is going to pump us up, charge us, give us energy and excitement, because this is all part of the process. So we are moving into a very intense phase of this. So the guides wanted us to know not to worry when all that density comes to the surface, when you feel all your old stuff bubbling up again, but instead to use this as the opportunity it is, the time to process and release that once and for all. Because the quicker you do that, the quicker you move into that phase of processing and experiencing these energies as joy, as excitement, as bliss. And that's what we're after. So that's what the Pleiadians had for us in this week's point of view. I hope this helps you. I'll see you soon. Bye.